Did you guys get the job?
Yes, yeah, make it all illegal. Yes, all of them.
No,
Hello?
please, Wood. Come on.
Oh, howdy, Mr. K. How are you?
I wanted to call you and congratulate you. I just heard the news from the deputy mayor.
The people doing
Oh, hell, yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's gonna be good. We're gonna go ahead and
do you know who did it
we're gonna
again?
get some shit done for once. Finally,
You know
in
how
about 4 months.
sometimes you got a nice yard and maybe the neighbor has the dog and there's no fence there and you want a fence but the neighbor, you know,
that's
and you reach
wild.
out to the neighbor and you say, hey, listen, let's go half and half on the fence. And next thing you know, you got a beautiful fence.
Like it's
Yeah.
some like 12-year-old shit. I would just
Okay,
straight
so
up-
I felt like I
what's your
got
plans?
G-Mauled and then DDS, bro, outside the Grand Exchange.
So
I just got
my
done with
plans
shit.
are to, go,
I got
talk to
shit
this
on.
neighbor and say, hey, you know, if we build a fence here and you can go ahead and front the money, then I go ahead and I put in mine and we can get a nice beautiful fence. And then when push comes to shove, my plan is to go and he's gonna pay the down payment and then I'm going to not put in my part
What?
and then I'm just gonna take the fence and call it mine.
You fucking joke. Hey,
We're gonna build a fence and we're gonna make them pay for it, Mr. K.
fuck
That's
you,
what we're
man.
gonna do.
Don't do that shit.
Don't give a fuck.
No, hell, I'm just playing.
Like the people.
But yeah, no, there's a lot of shit. I mean, the main thing is,
How do I do
look, I think having somebody like myself that tries to look at everything with a bird's eye view as much as possible, hell, at least from my point of view, a bird's eye view from my point of view, and trying to kind of make sure that everybody's as damn. Look, this whole city, everybody's got to work together. I know different people got different jobs and different people got different ways to make a living and whatnot. But look, I got to do my job. You got to do your job. He's got to do his. She's got to do hers. But we can find a way to make it work in a way that is amicable. Even if we have our differences out in the field.
Of course, exactly.
Yeah, that's just the way I see it.
Okay. I see it like that as well. You got to find the common ground where it's fair for everybody.
Yeah, hell, I'm a big believer in that. I wish more people were like that.
You just said you haven't been drinking lately, right?
No, I mean,
I don't want you to get drunk off that power, Cornwood. Take slow sips.
oh. Well, no, it's not that. I mean, for me, it's not about having power. It's about making sure other people don't have power who are not intelligent.
Okay, give me an example. Name 3 names. Go ahead, do it.
Okay, Saddam Hussein.
No. That live in Los Santos.
Oh, the living. Oh.
Let's go. Let's get shit spicy here. Let's spice some shit up here.
Okay.
Go ahead. Say the top 3 dumbest people in the city.
Daquan dumbass.
Okay, that's okay.
That's fair. Who else is dumb as shit? Ricky that does whippets. And
Weapons. Okay.
and who else is dumb as shit? Bobby Charles. No, actually, you know what?
Well,
Celine
it
Windar.
sounds like you're talking about people that already have power and you no longer want them to be able to make decisions. Is that what you're saying? So who are
Oh
those
no,
people?
that's not what I was implying.
All right, who on the council is the biggest bitch? Let's just get right to it.
I don't know yet.
Come on, you know, there's one guy on the council, when he talks, you're just sitting there like, holy fuck, is this dude gonna stop talking?
Hell,
Just say
that's the
it.
thing.
I know it. Let's say it together at the same
Cletus
time.
Cornwood.
Let's go and say it at the same time. 3, 2, 1.
Cletus Cornwood.
Crane. You said Crane,
Oh
right?
no. Look, Alan Crane and I are cut from the same cloth. That's a Texas
come on,
man.
don't say it. Don't say it.
He is a Texas man, such as myself. He believes in the Second Amendment rights as an American citizen.
Oh,
and
don't
as a
say
Texan.
it.
I'm a big believer. I'm a big believer in that Second Amendment
All right,
right.
well, can we
Hell, I
admit
think
that
everybody
fucking-
should get a gun when they walk into this city.
All right, Nakota fucking sucks. Can we agree on that?
Well, he ain't here no more.
Really? You took a spot?
Yeah, I took Dakota's spot.
Oh, well, all right. That's okay. Well,
Yeah, so we ain't had a city council meeting yet. And Dakota's, I mean, I like Dakota quite a bit. It's just different people fill different roles.
Come on, we can't agree on one thing. How are we gonna build defense if you're not even fucking giving me anything? At least
Well, you don't
one
think
fuck credit. Give me
Dakota's a
one
nice
fuck
guy?
credit. Oh, he's a nice guy, but he's just he's two on he's 2 on one side.
Okay, what do you think? What are you thinking? Like what is?
Fuck,
Can you give me an
fuck.
example? Can you give me an example
I'll tell you
of?
what I don't like about the council. All right,
Okay.
I don't like that everyone on that council is voted in by the same people every time. It's voted in by the heads of that department. The hospital one is voted on by the head of, the head people of the hospital. The PD one is the head people of the PD, and so on. So essentially,
Wait, that's not actually how it happens.
that's what Solomon just told me.
No. It's the entirety of the department. Actually, the PD one was kind of juicy because it was basically a 3-horse race within 3 votes.
But why can't the people of the city vote on these? I don't understand.
The problem
my theory is the council is there voting on everything regarding what can and not happen in the city. So then when these certain groups of people, these cliques you could call them, vote these people in, they essentially get to control the people that are making the decisions. And then the people of the city just gotta be like, okay, well, we can vote for the mayor, but the mayor ain't shit. The mayor's just another council member. He has no more power than everyone else.
Well, he basically gets 2 votes because he has his chief of staff.
Yeah, but it's still gotta be voted,
Yeah, no, I see where you're. It's in a literal sense, he has 1 vote. In a practical sense, he can appoint, his chief of staff is appointed by him, and he can add or remove a chief of staff at any time. So, like, if the chief of staff ain't good, they'll just get rid of him. That's what happened a couple months ago.
Okay.
So the mayor does get 2 votes, which is good. I see what you're saying. I think the idea is if you end up voting for the wrong person to be in the council, then they won't have the wherewithal, to be honest, in order to be able to convey the problems and issues of that department in a eloquent manner. I mean, hell,
nice
I'll be
work.
honest with you. Maybe even I couldn't have done that unless I had gotten suspended and I was a lawyer for a week. I got really, really smart in 1 week, apparently. I was like fast tracked to a daggum genius now. Anyway, I mean, I think I actually love talking about this shit. That's why I'm on the council. I think you're right.
Just a little less
to some degree, at
control
least.
from the councils. That's always been my main thing.
Well,
An example is the prison. To work at the prison, it has to be each employee has to be voted on by the council. Now,
Right.
to me, it's like, why? Why not let the warden and his people handle the hiring? And I'm just saying that as an example of they're 2 hands on.
That's how I feel.
2 hands on.
I feel that way. I feel like the warden should be in charge of the handling until he shows that he is not capable.
Exactly.
Now, I think he's already.
That's how most things should be. Instead of putting up the bumper lanes on the fucking bowling lane right away, play with them off, and if people can do it, then you don't need them.
Yeah, hell, that's what I've been dealing with since for the last 4 months. But that's where we are. I mean, hell, I will be honest with you. I think Bobby has probably proven that he probably shouldn't be in the.
Yeah, but then you have Carmine to balance him out. You know what I mean? No,
Carmine, I think, does a phenomenal job.
I agree.
Yeah, Bobby probably needs a doctor.
Yeah, he does. He actually does. But
the
I understand from the PD side too. I mean, you guys over there getting suspended for. I mean, a while ago, you guys were getting suspended for petty shit, no?
Yeah, I mean, there's still a little bit of shit going on within the PD that needs to get better. Like, the problem is they won't even promote me to senior officer for some reason, which is fine. I don't give a shit. I give a shit about being able to do my job. But the problem is I'm starting to feel like I can't do my job unless I start telling other people how shit should work.
On our side too, you know what I mean?
Because like there's some things that we do that's like we are too heavy-handed in certain situations, and we're not heavy-handed enough in certain situations. Then there's an inconsistency that then leads to, look, I'm trying to apprehend a criminal, and that criminal he thinks that something is working a certain way, but that's not the way we should be handling it at all. Or somebody goes overboard one time, and then they think that we're going to escalate to that point. You see what I'm saying? There needs to be a more consistent application of our procedure. And not having a proper, consistent application of our procedure doesn't allow for a level of understanding to occur between the police department and between the civilians, the citizens, different criminal groups, and whatnot. And I think that's a major issue. Hell, I'll be honest with you, that's why I want to run for sheriff. And also to your point about it should be a citywide election, that's why I presented the sheriff's office a couple weeks ago, and I made it a point. I said I do think it should be a citywide election. That's how most places do it. Why do we not do it that way in Los Santos?
Yeah.
And I think I got through to them.
And I think people will be more, they'll be happier with the results because it's like, all right, well, it was voted on by the people. Can't really argue that.
Right. And look, if the sheriff ain't doing a good enough job or whatever reason, there's going to be another re-election coming up. So it's just going to keep on cycling. At least that's the way that I foresee it happening. And I think having that sort of environment established and it being done proper, I think is going to be really good for the health of the entire city. You know, the whole ecosystem, we all got to work hand in hand, even if everybody has different jobs and different motives and whatnot. At the end of the day, look, you gotta work together. Otherwise, ain't nobody going to make it.
I agree.
That's the way I see it.
I agree. I think we take the, less training wheels for people, give them more opportunities, and see how shit goes. Stop being maybe so worried about what could go wrong and just seeing what happens.
Yeah, and when it goes wrong, then you deal with it.
Exactly. All right. Well, listen, I'm here if you ever want some insight or just talk about things.
Yeah. I mean, hell, Mr. K. I mean, look, I know about your history here, okay, and I think it's a damn shame that that you were just a good old honest, hardworking man trying to start a real estate company and all that. And then,
I still do feel targeted. I've heard stories of many other people being caught with certain weapons and just passing on by. So I feel like I was still done dirty. I do. I feel like I was targeted, and letter of the law was never a real thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's there needs to be a proper understanding of letter of the law versus spirit of the law, and we got to have officer discretion applied appropriately.
Said, consistency.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, honestly, you're right.
And a lot of that comes with judgment and wisdom, which are the two most. Having somebody with judgment and wisdom, finding the right kind of people for that, you're not going to find that. It's rare. These people come on, few and far between. And hell, if everybody could do it, life would be a hell of a lot easier or harder because they'd be talking over each other all the time.
True.
But either way, I mean, I'm a big believer in this city, and it's as years and years and years ago when I was in command, high command, I was I left after I don't know. I was around total for maybe about a year.
Yeah.
And things have changed a lot while I was gone. And I'm learning more and more every single day about some shit that changed, and there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of worries. And, they don't want this, they don't want that, right?
The city feels a bit soulless at times. People have given up. Feels like.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I remember a time when if you saw somebody just ripping it back and forth, going from Blaine County down to Los Santos back and forth on their damn trucks doing grime or whatever the hell they did back then. I don't even know what they did back then because there wasn't many of them, but we just did. These grinders, hey.
These goddamn fucking grinders.
Hello, sir. What seems to be the problem, sir? I don't know why I got pulled over. It's like, what the hell is that shit? Okay, now it's everybody's doing that shit except they sound better.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what the hell's going on? So, look, I think people we gotta get people together here, and people always want to point the finger and say who's going to be the guy, who's going to fix this, and sometimes you just got to say, look, maybe I got to be the guy.
Well, this could be the run. Actually, I mean, it seems like you got a good head on your shoulders right now. I'm not gonna lie. You got you, Solomon. I'm sure Dad could be on the same page. If you guys
I like Solomon
get some
too.
Sway in that council, maybe some big changes could finally come.
Yeah, I mean, at least what we can. I mean, a lot of times there's stuff that's like on the federal, state level, whatever. We just can't do nothing about it, and it is what it is. But look, I'm a big believer in this city and making it as best as we possibly can. And I think having that bird's eye view as much as possible. I think people misconstrue a lot of how I feel and how I operate sometimes based on unfortunately sometimes actions speak louder than words, and unless you're in the right position, all you really got is all you really got is actions. So when you don't hear the words behind it, then people don't really understand. But maybe that's going to change here soon. We'll see.
All right, well, you got my number, so We'll be in touch.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We'll see you later, Mr. K.
All right, take care, Cornwood.
You as well. Don't do.
Okay.
Hey, Pata. Honestly, not a bad phone call, chat. But we shall see how things play out.
I got something.
Richard waited all that time to talk to me in a head pop.